Welcome back, guys, to a brand new episode on the series of how I made 30 million coins. I hope you're doing okay. It's UsureUK here, and today we have the silver method, OP method. Right, a quick update before we get involved in it. And this method is one of the best methods, in my opinion, for everyone, and can be used at any time. Before we get into it, we have a new purchase. A new person has joined our team. We managed to snipe ourselves a Ronaldo, an R9 Moments, 15 million coins we paid. So if you're wondering why the bank balance is a bit low, obviously, yeah, goodbye to 15 million. And is he worth it? Well, alongside Eusebio, he's struggling to find a goal a game, which is what we would have hoped for 15 million coins. But we have a very OP team. So this is what we're going for here. And the latest thing we're trying to do is get Prime Cruyff. We've got about 4 million coins at the moment. Obviously, we need to put some chemistry stars on this, and we'll play a 4-2-3-1 in game and a 4-4-2 and work out who goes where. But anyway, you're here to make coins, and I am going to show you and tell you how, and hopefully we can make some money. And anything you do learn today should be applicable in FIFA 21. So as we release these slowly in the build-up to FIFA 21, these episodes, maybe we'll do a refresh straight away as soon as we get into that. I'm sure we will. But these methods should still apply. So how does it work? How does the silver method work? And what do we do? So there's two different ways. You can do the bidding method, or we can do the sniping method. I'm going to show you the bidding method first and foremost, because in my opinion, that's a lot better. It doesn't use as many searches on the market, and therefore you have less chance of getting transfer banned as quickly. So if you want to be trading all day, making 40, 50, 60k an hour max, if you're good at it, then this is probably the method for you. If you want to just make a quick 10k and do some snipes, then we'll show you that in a bit. Alright, so what leagues do you go for? So we're looking for League SBC leagues. So any of the leagues that have League SBCs in the game. So obviously the most popular ones, and some minor leagues. In my opinion, Liga NOS is one of the best leagues to do this method with. And why it is predominantly it's made up of silver players, and that means it's got an increase in supply and demand. The packs it gives out aren't particularly good, but it's good enough for people to demand doing these SBC over and over again. And of course, having those additional players as rewards for the League SBC, the high rated cards that you get at the end of it, means that people do demand doing these and can actually make money from the League SBC method. And what I'm going to show you here is not only the Liga NOS being really effective, but the Eredivisie as well, and for the same reason, because they're predominantly made up of silver players over any other type. There can be more money made in, say, the higher leagues, in the Premier League, the Spanish League, where silvers might fluctuate for a particular promo, when people are just gonna want to make big packs out of doing the main league SBCs. Then the silver price fluctuation can be higher. But in general, if you're doing this day to day in the silver method, you want to be looking at Liga NOS, you want to look in the Eredivisie, Ligue 1, maybe the Championship, maybe if you have some extra knowledge, Chinese league centre backs, we could do some MLS players. But demonstration and what I show people live on the stream is Liga NOS and Eredivisie, and I make 40, 50k on stream doing this every time I do it. Like 40, 50k an hour. Very, very good method. The first time I trialed this, I did a whole week of it. I made 1.3 million coins live on stream. I probably spent 5 to 6 hours a day. I did 7 days a week. I stream every single day on twitch.tv/UsureUK. So go watch me there if you want to ask me any questions about this just before I get into it. But yeah, it's a very, very effective method. And Liga NOS and Eredivisie is what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to show you also other players that I bought in my club already, and I'm going to show you how much profit I've made off them. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to have quality silver. Don't worry about the common or the rare. I know you can split it into that now with the new filters being out, but we're just going to go silver, and then we're going to go to the Liga NOS and to the first team, which is Belenenses. And then we're going to go position defender. Now this is as a demonstration, right? I could tell you the specific players where you're going to make more money than others. But to demonstrate to you on how to do this yourself, that is all you're going to do, right? You're going to go to the league, you're going to go defender, and then you go to the first club. You're going to have a look at the max buy now price, and the servers are going to be really annoying as we demonstrate this. And what we want to see is, we want to see a few players around 650, but not a lot under it. Because if they're too low, then we're not going to make enough profit margin. But if they're too high, we might have a limited amount of supply. So we're looking to make between 200 and 400 coins to begin with on each of our players. We look at the max buy now price, and let's say if this ever loads that it is 600 coins, the max buy now price, we're going to undercut at 550. We calculate our price backwards, so therefore I'm going to bid around 300 coins on all the players. I change my max price then to 300, bid on all of them 300, and aim to sell them all at 550. Now, of course, we've got our position set as defender, a position type, and the left backs might sell for more, the centre backs might sell for less, or vice versa, or the right backs. And so when you get more of a knowledge of this, you might know, oh, okay, all the left backs sell for this certain price, and the centre backs, they actually go for a lot more, and you may have picked them up under the same price. So you need to look at each player individually to find out what they sell for. Right, I think the servers are working again now, and we can show you how this method actually works. So we look at the max buy now price. We don't know what's going to come up. 450 coins is the minimum, so I would look to sell at 400 coins. That's not a lot of profit margin, right? But that is this is how it works. So we see these 450 coins. We're going to sell at 400, 350, 400. In order to make enough profit on there for it to be worth it, we want to be bidding on these for actually 200 coins. So then what we go and do is we change the max buy now price, take that off, and then go on the max price at 200. Keep the same filters there. And then we have a look at these players and go, all right, there's a few here. In order to do this, guys, you do need some transfer list space. So if you're going to do this method and continuously do this, have a bit of room on there. And also, you can do this with starting at just 10,000 coins or less, depending on, I mean, if they're this cheap, you can start, with 200 coins technically, but it'll obviously take you a while to build up. But if you've got 10k coins, you can do this with any sort of players from any sort of league that you try doing this with. So we're just going to go ahead and bid on all of these at 200 coins. And what is also important to add is you do not want to go over, or your time remaining does not want to be too high on these, because you're going to be trying to have a nice flow of income. So you do not want to be waiting 30, 40, 50 minutes for players that you're bidding on to expire. You're going to fill up all your transfer targets. We're going to go ahead and bid nothing more than 20 minutes, okay? And we've done that, and then we're going to move on to the next team. Look at the max buy now price. Keep it on defender. We'll move through to midfielder once we get through the whole league. Max buy now price, Boa Vista. We don't know what this is. 750. Okay, so we're going to sell at 700. They're all centre back. So if you see a left back or a right back, there's opportunity to obviously make a bit more money. But 700 is what we're going to sell at, or 650. And in order to make a good profit, I'm going to bid on all of them at 400. Is there enough supply? Yes, there is. I will go and bid on him at 400. I'll go and bid on him at 400. Now you might be there like, wow, you can just win that at 250. Why are you bidding on 400? Well, the reason I'm bidding on 400 is because whilst, yes, you may win the odd couple here at the next price up, a lot of people bid late and a lot of people will just win. And I do not want to be wasting my time on a bidding war when I'm just trying to buy as many silvers as possible. This is all about speed. If you can turn over 50 items very, very quickly, making 200 coins plus per card after tax, and that's 10k. If you can turn over 50 cards in 10 minutes, that's 60k in an hour. So this is all about speed, and you need to just first of all get those profit margins in your head. And using this demonstration, you can find out what players work, what don't, what teams work, what doesn't, what positions work, what doesn't. So for example here, Tondela, there is not enough profit margin for me to be even considering it. However, that is the right back. So if I was to search the centre backs, then obviously none will pop up. You might find out that actually the centre backs there's more profit margin. In actual fact, there isn't here. But that is how you would then define that. But keeping it just a defender for the demonstration, we continue going through, and I would conclude there's not enough profit margin there. What about this team? Not really. Of course, you can still make profit on all of these. I would be tempted here just to pick up both of those. 450. Everything seems kind of low at the moment. We are on a Monday, and actually these are really low. It's a bad time to sort of show you how much you can make from this. But yesterday I made some absolutely amazing deals, and I will go through my club in a second as we get some more examples to show you here and add to the transfer target, so I can show you the second part. Everything is so low. So we've come to Benfica, and we see that this right back is selling at 1.8 his minimum buy now price, his minimum maximum buy now price is. So we're going to be selling at 1.7 on his buy now price. In order to do so, I'm probably going to be looking at 1.2k to bid on all of him. And also this guy didn't pop up under that filter, so he obviously sells for more than that. So I'm going to go for 1.4 on him and 1.2 on the rest. Sporting CP, 550, only one of him. We're going to sell at 500. I'm probably going to look to bid on 250 or 300. So let's have a look. Not a lot of supply on this. We are in August, so not a lot of people on the game, maybe opening packs or bothering doing league SBCs at this time. With obviously, they just put really, really OP players in the packs and nothing quite else. So the pack weight is really, really low. So I don't suppose many people are doing the league SBCs. But I hope you understand the method. It is as simple as that. We're looking for the buy now price. Using these filters, using silver, pick your league and go through the teams one by one in that league. Looking at defender. As you go through, we then change it up to midfielder when we hit the end. I'm going to see if there's any of these to bid on. Loads of these to bid on. I'm just going to fill up my transfer targets with these, bidding on 400 at all of them. Making sure I don't go over 20 minutes though, because otherwise you'd be stuck with something on your transfer targets for a long time when you need that space to make more profit. I think we are there now. And then we go back to the start, hit midfielder, and we start it all over again. Not enough profit to be made there. Boa Vista, what are you saying? Potential for Boa Vista, we're going to sell at 550 there because we saw it at 600. So 550, calculate about 200 coins back. If it was a lot more than 550, it was like 1,500, we'd probably look to make 400 coins or more. So the more the value is, the more it's a percentage you're trying to work out in your head. So I'm going to go bid on all of these at 350. That's got outbid. That's at 400. And this is all about how fast you can do it. Right now I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it that fast at all. And I probably at this pace would be making around about, let's say 30, 40k an hour just doing it like this. Quick look at the Eredivisie then to see if that's a bit better at this time of the day. But as I say, you always make profit from this because you're working out your profit already. You're calculating that in the equation. And sometimes you can pick up some amazing deals on bids. So I'm just going to go buy this guy because he's 20 seconds in. My search filter was only 50 coins over. So I know at least, you know, I've covered my taxes. And you never know, it could be a really good deal. Let's have a look, compare his price by pressing square. No, 950 coins, but it does not matter. That boosts up the price of him anyway a little bit. And now we can go and bid on the other ones at around about 600, 650 coins maximum. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You can go bid on this guy at 250 coins and you can see for yourself whether you win it or not. Whether it's a, you know, some people do like that and go, you know, it doesn't matter. They've made some great profit margins. But if you're looking to trade full time and make millions, make 30 million or plus, then you don't need to be, profit is profit. You don't need to be too worried, right? Get the techniques down first and foremost. If you're making 100 coins, 200 coins, 300 coins, it doesn't matter per card. That is fine. Once you get a good overview of what works, you can write it down. I had a portfolio, a list of prices for silvers, and I'll do that in FIFA 21 and give that out to people who want to join the Discord. Come into my channel to join Discord, and we'll have a trading section there for people, and I will tell you like the prices and what are the best leagues to go for this method, should it be as effective then as it was this year. I would probably estimate I made around 5 million using this method. Realistically, 5 million. This is one of my best methods that I used. So 800 coins, still not selling. It's probably a pick up, this guy, but we want to find out the general selling point because this is obviously an anomaly. And I will snipe this guy up. I'm just going to see for the demonstration purposes what the other prices are. So we know it's at least 1.1. So there we go. I will be able to sell him at 1.1 and make 500 coins on him. But can I make more on other ones? Yeah, definitely. So I'll be able to sell him hopefully around 1.8k, and we're going to go bid on any others that are available at 1.2k and list them just under that price. So here we go. There's loads. There are going to be absolute gems like this all about. You just have to keep searching. You'll find them. You can write them down, as I say, and just go back to them, back to them, back to them. You do not need to do this whole process over and over again. This is purely for demonstration, so I can show you what works and what doesn't. Utrecht was really good for me. Utrecht defenders throughout the whole year, actually. The centre backs in particular. Probably, like, I was buying them like 500 coins, selling for 1,000. It was really, really successful. To make that much on players that are worth that little is really good. Alright, last thing we're going to show then, PSV, 700 coins. We're going to go 450, I think, 450, 500. And just bidding all of them for 450, 500. And we'll have a look in a minute how many we've already won and how many we've got left. That one's 21 minutes. Oops. We're winning 29, and this is how many we've already purchased. They've already expired. Just checking Cruyff's price because he's the one we want. So what I'll do now here is I just get rid of everything that's already expired. And then we go to assign all, L2. Now, if you are a League SBC type of person and you want to do the League SBCs for cheap, this is a great way to do so. I do this. I can do this with bronzes, silvers, and golds using the bidding method. Send all the ones to club that you don't already have. So Bueno, Caraca, Ruben Fernandez. Send them to club, and then you just sell the duplicates. So you're basically doing it for free, like, or you're doing it off your profits. Then all the duplicates, you know that you've made profit on all of them. People are lazy and they will just buy the cheapest one there. So that would be 800, 850. So that could be 450 coins. And I will get back to you on how much we make. If you buy too many of one card, you might be undercutting yourself. That is a slight problem. You do not want to flood the market with too many duplicates at the same time. So try and spread your bets and go through the leagues. That's why it's important to do so. But 350 to 400 coins on these cards isn't so bad. Should we be able to sell them quickly? And that is the reason for doing the little undercut, is so we can continuously do this method. With the profits we get back, we put them back in. And the players that sell frees up room on the transfer market, on the transfer list, I should say. Just list them up for 750, 800. So we've got too many of this guy. It's a bit of a problem. But we'll list them up anyhow, and hopefully the demand for Liga NOS SBC today is strong. This guy we got for 850, but I don't think it was that good a buy. We'll just list him up and hope we can get a 1.1. I wouldn't be very good, but 250. And we just double check. We already checked these prices earlier, but you just quickly check by comparing price and then list one under whatever the last going rate was. So 400 coins we've got this guy for. 1,000 is the minimum, and we will go 900, 950 and hopefully make 550 on there. So that is the bidding part of the silver method. And to show you some that I did earlier, the last couple of days, and how much money can be made from these. Not Gibson. Bought this guy for 300 coins. He's 600, 550. A lot of these have gone down because of squad battles. 700 coins. I can list them up for about 1.8. But in the squad battle rewards, in the gold section, they do have some mixed players pack, which increases the supply. And it is on a Monday morning that I'm recording this. So these will be a bit down from when I actually bought them. And that is something you do have to watch out for. That is why it's crucial to list them up straight away. I did this for the purposes of showing you whether I made some deals or not. And obviously if you hold them, you might not. But that is why it's so good. A price fixed, but 8.6 is his lowest that I can see. 8.6 is his lowest, and as you can see, I bought him at 1.8k. So we're going to go list him up at 8.2, 8.3. I'm not really fussed. I hope we just sell him. I doubt this guy will increase because, yeah, it's quite a common one. 400 coins spent for this guy. I go and list him up at 1.112. These are the sort of profit margins you are looking for. And if you do find these sorts of players, write them down and trade with them all day, every day. Make that money. 1.3 lowest for him. 1.2. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1. And we're just continuously doing this. And these are all players that I've just sent straight to the club. And the duplicates of these I would have sold straight away and made the profit from. But now having a look at them, some of them may be lower, some of them may be higher than they were. These were just for demonstrations. But as you can see, I got them all for great prices, really. Some obviously just being affected by today's squad battle prices, but still at 300 coins for him. I'll sell him 700 comfortably, and I will show you how many of these actually do sell. So this guy was bought for 4.5k. These are the really expensive silvers that you can trade with. After marquee matchups, you can pick them up very, very low and sell them in times like this where they are very, very high. 16k, the lowest price. I got him at 4.5k. Imagine if I had just spent all my money on those ones. But yeah, very nice. We'll go list him up at 16 flat. Hopefully that sells for a nice 11.5k profit before tax. And yeah, that is the bidding part of it. And I will show you all of those sales in a minute. If bidding's not your thing and you want to instead snipe, then of course you can do that. And for that, you can actually use the main leagues because there was a high demand of those League SBC leagues because they give you the best packs back, the best tradable packs back. So for that, we're going to go Premier League, going to go Silver, going to go Defender, and you're just looking at sniping prices. You're going to find out what the lowest on the market is, 600 coins, and you're going to go snipe everything below that. Of course, with this same method, you can use the bidding method. You could then go, oh, I'm going to go 400 here, and then I'm going to sell them all at 600, and then you go ahead and bid on all of those at 400. But as you can see, that is done by many, many people, and also there'll be a lot more competition for people outbidding you. So go and get him. Maybe not. So we see that they sell 600 coins. We want to get anything below 600. We're going to go 500, and we're just going to try and snipe all day. For me, this is very, very boring. Obviously, we can pick up deals, but with not a lot of people opening packs at this time of the year, and probably not a lot of people completing the SBCs, it's probably not the best method to do. The bidding method works wonders all day, every day. Some days better than others, but it always works because you know the profits you can make before you're even purchasing the cards using those filters that I've demonstrated earlier. Are we going to get a deal? So we're not getting a deal from that, but we shouldn't restrict it just to Defender. I normally do so because Defenders are normally the ones that give you the best profit margins. But if we then go and change the filter to find out what the cheapest overall is, and I guess that's why we're under a bit of a difficulty here. Make the chem style basic so it gets rid of the goalkeepers, because otherwise they are the ones that typically pop up. Let's go down to 550, not up to 650. Have a look. Don't know if that's good. That's not bad. That's 400 coins. So having a look under this filter, that's the cheapest price for any silver in the Prem. So 500 or 550. You just lower your max price and then press triangle and then obviously try and snipe him. Don't know if we'll get another deal, but we'll move on to another league and show you. And this is of course how you can make money, just having a look at the cheapest price in the league or by position type in the main leagues and sniping any players beneath that price and then listing them back up. Always compare the prices afterwards. Did I win him? Yeah. Then we go square. Find out what Atsu's going for. It's not great. It's 250 coins, maybe 200 coins. And we could have just made that by bidding on one of the players. So in my opinion, the bidding method is better, but lots of people want to know. They come into my stream, they go, oh, what's the sniping filter, sniping filter? For the silver method, for other methods, yeah, sniping filters are great. They work brilliantly, but for a pre-recorded video showing you something, sniping filters isn't really going to be that effective. And as I say, bidding, the bidding method makes minimum 30k an hour, maximum about 60k an hour. I think you'll find it very hard to snipe that many. How many would you have to snipe to get the same amount of money? It'll be a lot. So there we go. We've gone and sniped these two. In the space of about 5 minutes, we've won probably 3-4 cards. And as you saw earlier, the amount that I bidded on, how many we won back, and it's the same margins, and it's exactly the same when you're listing them up. Obviously, you have the off chance that you can snipe an absolute worldie, but I guess it's just a point of preference. I prefer the bidding. It's a bit more boring, but lots of people want to see the sniping filters. Anyway, we list this guy up for 900, 950, a nice little profit there. And burn can go for about the same. Well, there's the 2 methods covered, and of course you could just go silver and just go through every single league. You do basic to take out the goalkeepers because they're normally the cheapest. Find out the lowest price, 400 coins, and then you're going to go, right, well, I need to sell them at 350 then. And then you're going to go have to snipe these at 200, which is not a lot of profit margin. But you never know, you could win an absolute worldie. And then when you start knowing the prices, or even the clubs or the teams, you can start like sniping for individual players in those. So, did we win loads more on the bidding method? Of course we did. We won 400. It took us 5 minutes to snipe those, but we've probably listed up a fair few already, 10 to 15 on the bidding method, and we've got another, 14 here as well. So we're going to go list all of these up, and I'll come back and show you how much money we made. Well, how much money did we make then? Firstly, I'm sorry, I've just watched the recording back, and some of the prices you can't see because they're under the webcam, the face cam. Obviously on the bidding method you can, but in my club, don't worry though, I've done some extra work, and I wrote it all down watching it back, and you take my word for it. Let's go through quickly then the ones that I sold in my club that I'd already pre-bought yesterday to try and show you that demonstration, which unfortunately hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped it would. But Prodal, he was bought for 300 coins, sold for 950. That's 650 coins before tax. This guy was bought for 1.8k, we said, and sold for 8.3k. And I believe that was after marquee matchups when they all dropped. All the expensive silvers drop. You go and pick them up then, and you sell them at a different time. Not a Thursday evening. They rebound just after then. So whenever it's good. Rosatini, he wasn't in there. He was from the club. Garcia's, they were bought all at 400, sold at 800. Neres's, they were also 400, I believe. Yeah, they were, and that's 750 for all of those. Obiora was 350, sold at 900. I think we sold 2 of those. Burns was one we sniped. He was sniped for 500 coins, sold for 950. And Lucas Tagliapietra, he was bought for 400 coins, and they sold at 700, 750, and 800. I didn't want to set the same price there, so I undercut myself, but managed to sell all those. Des was bought at 850, sold at 1.1 and 950. I think one was from the club, I'm not sure. Federico was a 400 coin bid, sold for 700. Varela was 200, sold for 550. Marlon, we bought him at 400 dead, sold at 950. They were from the club. And Wygor was bought for 250, sold at 450. And those are just the ones that are sold at that price, and like I say, in 40 minutes. And we probably spent around 10 to 15 minutes bidding, sniping, and explaining, and not going very fast, and making quite a lot of money, to be honest. But as I say, we can make between 30 and 60k doing this method, and I do it live on stream. If you have any doubts or want me to confirm, we can do another test. You can come in, ask me any questions. Find out what the best leagues are, the best players are. As I say, this is the demonstration purposes. These players that I've gone with to go through the leagues, to try and show it in a systematic way. There are better players. However, if I was to say them or whatever, then of course there wouldn't be any more. And for this bidding method, it is quite important you find your own solutions using the filters, so you can take it into any scenario. So the limitations of this are selling these players that you bid on a Thursday. I would avoid doing any of this sort of method around about 3 p.m. 3 p.m. to sort of like 8 p.m. on a Thursday, because prior to marquee matchups, people might try and sell off their silvers. Or after marquee matchups, there'll be a huge increase in supply of them on the transfer market, and you don't know if they're going to continue to go down further due to not enough demand, not enough people buying them up. So be aware of that on a Thursday on the bidding method, and also the sniping method, because they can continue to go down. That's also an opportunity where you can make money though, if you know the expensive silvers. And as you saw, 1.8k, I think it was bought for 8.3 sold. Didn't manage to sell the Paderborn player yet, I don't think, but he'll have made me a lot of money if he does sell. I think that was like 4.4k. And I think he is the cheapest there. He will sell. It'll be 10k. And that was, again, a marquee matchups pickup. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great method, as I say, and that's about it. The bidding method has made me, as I say, around about 5 million coins, and that is no joke, and that is a lot of coins. So really, do not take this trading method lightly. You do not need to have much market knowledge. You just use those filters that I've shown you, and we can make you some coins. And make sure you don't spend any FIFA points on the game that you don't need to, because all of this is an RTG, and it's been made very easily, just spending a little bit of time and using those techniques. I'm sorry it's been so long and you couldn't see some of the prices. I hope everything was explained well, and if it was, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. I'll get back to you if you have any questions, and as I say, you can come join my Twitch stream anytime you like, twitch.tv/UsureUK. I stream every single day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, where we've got the gold method and special cards and how you can make money on that. The price just keeps going up, so if you've already made a lot of money now and you've got a lot of money sitting there and you want to make more, let's make more. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.